Hello, welcome to a beautiful day in Wicklow. As you can see, I found a head mount. Happy days. So this is going to be another one of those absolute back to bare bones basics. Let me show you what I brought. One bucket, one shovel, pitchfork, non-waterproof gloves for slicing through all of the lovely thorns that I had to get through to get down to here. A utility knife. I don't leave home without this. It's as important as a bottle of water. A bottle of water, classifier and a pan. That's the case for the camera, and there's the bag with a few snacks in it. That's it today. Just the bare bones basics, the absolute bare bones minimum. Sorry for the noise in the background. It's near a farm, so there's a lot of farm machinery moving around. So you can see where a lot of this muck that was here before, when the river would carve its way through, it would cut on through, and it would drag that muck on down with it with so much flow. Whereas now what's happened is the water has, basically it's not dragging the muck in anymore. And you can see we've got a nice gravel bar here, so we're going to do some testing there. Normally, when it's a place I've been to before and I found gold before, I will just take a sample from here, and I'll take a sample from there, and I'll take a sample from there. So the plan today is I'm just going to literally sample absolutely everywhere, and then just put it in one bucket, and we're going to have to dig a nice decent sized hole in which to pan in. Right, so that's the plan. So I'm going to crack on with that. Okay, you can see where I've taken the knife, I've sliced away a lot of the bushes there. I've also got a nice little section of hard pack, a mix of hard pack and bedrock here. It's a nice little spot here. Okay, I forgot to take that branch out of the way. But just for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work this section all the way down, pretty much to about here. And the reason I'm not going any further is I'm going to use this section here as my panning glove. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out a little trench here. But while I'm digging this out, I'm going to take the dirt from here and I'm going to put it in the bucket as well. So first things first, is you want to get it lined up with the gravel. You just gently push your foot in it, like you would with a spade. We're not necessarily looking to go all the way down into the rock just yet. All we're looking to do is just go down a little bit, lift up, loosen up the soil. So you get that kind of clay material. And again, we'll go sideways into it, a little bit left of where we were originally. Now again, you don't want to break the thing. So as you lift up, you're going to lift out rocks. It's kind of near where we're working before anyway. Perfect. Right, I'm going to work away at this for a few minutes and then we'll start putting dirt in the box. So one of the things I was saying earlier, remember what I was saying? We don't necessarily want to pull everything out in one go. So what's been happening here is, see where I push down, right down deep into it, and as I get down to a certain point, you look at the tension that's on that pitchfork, pushing that back. It could potentially break the pitchfork. So you're not looking to lift out. So in this instance, I want to loosen the soil. So all I'll do is just pull back a bit on the pitchfork, then we'll slice her up a little bit. And we're getting that low. I like that marbling, that's nice. We're just simply loosening the soil. Once the soil is and the earth is slightly loose, then what we can do is get the bucket. In fact, actually, let's just do that now. No point in doing it in multiple scenes. So this is just simply 3-gallon bucket. You get these in woodies. You get them anywhere, but these particular ones, I get these in woodies. I know B&Q sell them cheap. I know other stores. I just love these. These are in woodies. They're like €3. And they're just brilliant. The thing I love about them is you can stack them. You can actually stack 4 of these together and use the handle from the bottom one to carry all 4. I just absolutely love it. Again, not sponsored by, I just, you know, I know what I like. I know what works for me. So I just stick with that. I lift up the pan and crash it. So it's very simple. Put a little bit of water in, throw it up, catch it on the way down. Again, lift it up, catch it on the way down. Swirl it around and get that nice and clean. Okay, so that's nice and clean. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use this pan to fill up this bucket. Again, having another bucket will be handy, but that involves carrying more weight. Right, that's grand, that's full. Now that's nice, we're getting nice and deep in there. Because I've already sliced up the ground, it's a lot easier to dig. Oh, I like that. That's really nice. That's lovely clay material, look at that. There has been quite a few storms. I mean, it's probably, must be at least 6 months since I've been up here. That looks pretty clean. There probably is some in there that I haven't quite cleaned, but you can't get them all. Sweet. That was a full shovel. Usually it takes about 3 or 4 shovels to fill these buckets. Even though I do love the sucker tube, it takes about 40 draws of it to fill a bucket. Just handy little tip. Rather than having to get the bucket or the pan, throw more water in, just push water in that way. That's getting deep already, good stuff. keep going with this and I'll come back to you in a minute when the bucket's full. Okay, so if you've seen any of my other previous videos about how to process pan, I'll put a link up in the corner here. I can't see the camera, so it's somewhere up here anyway. You'll see a link on how to production pan. So this is the east spring pan. Sometimes bring out the Garrett Sluice, sometimes bring out this one. Just depends on where I'm going and what I want for the day. Right, so we'll get that underwater first. Just give a quick sneak peek and see what's in there. Previous videos I do this slow, show you how to do it, but today I just want to find it quick. So I'll do it normal speed. Let's have a quick look. We know the pan was clean, bucket was clean, classifier was clean. I'm not seeing anything that jumps out of the pan at me. And there's one or two little bits that are the right colour. Bring it down. The advantage of the E-swing is we also have the finishing ripples, so I can bring everything off to the side, and what I'll do is rattle it side to side, but I'll tilt the pan backwards because I want the light stuff to walk to the front. Every now and then I'll tip it forward a little bit, but I want a good bit underwater, tilt it backwards because I want the light stuff to walk towards the front. There we go. Yeah. That way we've less material to work with. I'll go there. Right, I'll tell you what I'll do. Just to make life easier, I'm going to put you in the freeze frame mode and I'll bring you back in a second when we've finished the bucket. Look, remember this is just one bucket. Oh! Oh! Oh, I better not say it too loud, some other people will come run. That's gold. Bucket was 100% clean, there was nothing in it. Classifier, shovel we used to dig holes, but oh, that changes things. Just continue turning to the light again so you can see it. Actually, the sun's over there. Hopefully you can see that properly. Action. Okay, so I've upgraded a bit from basics. I went back to the car and got Sluice. This is my small Dream Mat Sluice. I do have a larger version of Dream Mat Sluice. If you want to check out that video, just check out the link in this corner up here. Anytime now link. Okay, there it is. So, the way in which this works is it has a slick plate, and what happens is you throw the gravel on here, and you don't know if you can see, because it's really thin metal, it has this little ramp. So the gravel has to work uphill, including the gold. It works uphill. There's nowhere for it to stop here. So this is the first place that it stops. These first 3 or 4 riffles is where it stops. And then, originally this mat was all vortex. Lovely. I love thorns. So I'm thinking maybe this one up here, maybe this section here. If I can't get it running, I also have the power box option. You know, I think we might actually get running. Nope. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. I branch above my head, so every time I dip down to fill the sluice box, I risk walloping my head off it. That's too hard back. Right, all I'll do is I'll go with the power box option instead. The first step I need to do for this power box is I need to fill that bucket with dirt, and the reason I need to fill that bucket with dirt is because I need a platform for the power box, which is just there. I need a platform that to stay on. Now yes, some of this stuff is stuff I've already panned, but I'm just working it down because I need to get back down to the pale layer. And to be honest with you, I just need any old dirt in here. Okay, I have it set up pretty much as perfect as you can get. What I have is, the bucket is full to the brim with dirt. I just put a rock on the other side just to balance it out. The sluice box is about as level as it's going to get. We'll see how this works out, right? Ready? Watch it. Because of the fact it's 2-inch nozzle, the water flows at a rate of 1400 gallons an hour. This sucker tube, I only run 1/4 of a gallon of water per draw, if even that. So I struggle to keep up with it. So I've got about 70% of a bucket there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of handfuls. Again, I left the trail low, so there's about 3 handfuls. Okay, let's say 4 handfuls of material. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to use the sucker tube for water. I'm not going to use the sucker tube to actually, I'm not going to use the sucker tube to get gravel. So I'm just going to tilt it over at an angle just to get water into it. We're just going to run that gravel through just using the water. Again, we're not looking to pick up material. If we do pick up a bit of dirt, no big deal. But the key thing is we're trying to see, can we run this material faster by shoveling into a bucket first and then running this just like you would with a regular sluice box. Because with a regular sluice box, you're going to fill a sluice box, or you're going to fill a bucket first, then you're going to bring it down to the sluice box. You don't usually put it straight in. So we're not trying to count how many handfuls or whatever. I'm trying to count time of how long it takes. I'll see in the editing software I have an option that I can actually put in a clock in the top right corner. So I'll see if I can do that and see how that works out. Again, I'm trying not to pick up gravel while I'm doing this, simply because it'll just disrupt the water flow. And again, if you look, I'm trying to sucker tube. I'm trying to sucker tube water outside of that gravel, so you get a good mixture of gravel and water together. Now I'll take in a bit of gravel with that, just to help lash it through. Okay, that's fine. I'm being quick with this because again, I'm trying to time it for myself. That's probably even too much. Again, I could fill the bucket using another bucket, but there's a lot involved in that. I want to be able to use a sucker tube. Again, it's easy on the back. It's easier in terms of production. Because I'm only using my arms. Look, I'm not bent down, I'm not hurting my back, not straining anything. Oh yeah, that's heavy. Whatever I just belt into it. Okay, that's the bucket done. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 45 draws of this, and then what I'll do is post-production is I'll do a little, I'll put a clock up in the corner. The editing software does have that feature, just I've never used it. So I'm going to put a clock up in the corner, and we're going to see how long this takes. Do 45 draws. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, and clock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, last one's just water, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Right, that's complete. All that load of gravel is complete. I'm absolutely knackered. I tell you, I don't think I'd be this worn out if I was just using a shovel. You can see all the tailings I got there. So that was 45 draws of material. The only one downside of using this setup is when we're into clumps of clay, if it's not submerged, it doesn't get washed properly. So, whatever, that's life. Right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clean out the sluice box, pan that, and then I'll clean out the other one and pan that. Whew, I need a drink. Right, back in there. Okay, so just about ready to clean out the sluice box. You can see here where one of the downsides of using the sucker tube to draw water and material in it is there's nowhere near enough water coming through here. Because of the fact, if you look at the riffles are packed up, I do have another bucket at home which is 1.5 inch, which I'm going to try different. I just figured the more water the better, but it's also putting out a lot more gravel, which means the riffles get packed up. It does catch gold, but I'd be fairly certain there'd be a bit of gold in the tailings. Right, this hole has gotten pretty deep and I've only got wellies on, so let's try not to fall in. Right, so you've probably seen this before, how to clean out this box. So what we'll do is, first thing we're going to do is a little wing nuts in the back here. Yep, the mat's out, perfect. So what we're going to do now is just slide it down into the bucket. So this mat is nice and easy to clean out, just clip it upside down, wash it in the bucket, put some water in there as well. I need the gravel that got stuck underneath that plate. Right, so to rinse out this mat, very simple, just give it a quick rinse on the water first. I find that even though the official instruction for Dream Mat is that you can clean it out into a pan, you can just go like that action, so you're turning your cells upside down. And I find it's just as easy to spin it inside out, line in the bucket, goes that way. The larger mat I have goes a full round the bucket twice, so I just simply wrap it on itself, do the splash water up and down on it, make sure that's clean. Yeah, a little bit dirty, the muck and all, but whereas gravel and material goes, that's as clean as you're gonna get. Right, let's get this done. Again, I'll probably stop saying it eventually. I don't salt, I don't put gold in here, except for the fact that we know there's one little piece of gold left in there from this morning, from the first test pan. That's in here. So there was already one small piece of gold in here. In the test pan, we've run, see, we fill a bucket, draw, I'd say we wouldn't be far off 3 buckets in total. And I'm only at this probably about an hour, so that's not too bad going. So we're gonna just work our way down the material. It'll be nice and gentle now because this is the cons. This isn't just any old random test pan or a little bit of dirt we're just getting for the laugh. Stratify it on down, rinse off the front 2 or 3 riffles. So you see there where, look, I've only washed these ones are still here exactly as they were. So bring it on back, they're nice and dry. 1, 2, 3. Pick it up again. Hit this one more time and then we'll go down to the small stuff. Oh, hang on, I think I see gold in the edge here. Okay, that'll do. Now remember, there's already one piece of gold in here from earlier on from when we done the test panning, so we know about that one. So I want to see is there anything else left in here? There obviously will be a little bit of gold in the bucket as well. There is obviously, we know we're going to see that one piece of gold, but is there anything else in here? Right, there's the one piece of gold from earlier on. Lead shot, which I just kind of expected. There'll be something up there with a lead shot. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Other than that one piece we got earlier on the test pan. Okay, so this is the bucket from the feeds machine. Probably too much material, but I don't mind. Rather just get it done in one pan. But this was the rock that we used to hold things down. We just washed it off. Grand. Oh, that is heavy. Okay, right, fair enough. Wash the front riffles. I wonder, could it just be surface gravel we had only? So often what happens is some of the gravel will get stuck behind the bucket, and because it's sitting at a bit of an angle, you'll often have a situation where that dirt actually gets caught in the bucket instead of going into the sluice box. Probably usually about 20% of the gold gets stuck in there. So I'm hoping some of it and some garnets are in here. We already have the piece from earlier and we have the lead shot, which we found in the sluice box. There's the piece from earlier. There's the lead shot. This is where I'd expect to find the gold. Absolutely nothing. Right, well, that's disappointing. Okay, so we didn't find a lot of gold today. Found a little bit of gold, but most of all we had an adventure in a beautiful outdoor world. In a beautiful forest. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for the support. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and sure, I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.